Happy birthday, Taurus. Welcome to your May 2014 Runescope. My name is Amanda. For more information, be sure to watch the video for your rising sign as well. That can give you some more information, clarify some things that are in your sun sign reading, and also give you new information about other areas of your life where things may be activated in May. Or you can schedule a private consultation with me. That's really the only way to get a reading specifically for you rather than for all the, hundreds and thousands of Taurians out there. So if you would like to schedule a reading, just drop me a line at the email address below this video. I do those on Skype. They're $65 for a half-an-hour session. And I do also want to just take a moment and thank everyone for liking and subscribing, and more specifically sharing my videos. I have had more recommendations in April than ever before. Of people who have either had readings with me and recommended me to a family or friend, a family member or a friend, or have just shared my videos, with their loved ones, and those people have then contacted me to schedule a reading. So I'm continue to be so happy that these videos are proving helpful for the majority of you. And the feedback has been overwhelmingly positive. So thank you for your messages and feedback and recommending me to those that you care about. That means a lot to me. But let's jump into May, Taurus, and see what your birthday month holds for you guys. What I'm seeing as far as kind of the environment, what may be the more challenging energy for May, is going to have to do with a change. But I mean, for some of you, this may be a change that you want, because it does seem to be a positive new beginning, but there may be an adjustment period, and may have to do with adjusting to this new beginning. For those of you who are trying to get pregnant or who have been, maybe working with fertility, trying to make that happen, I think your goal, you have set your sight on a goal that you can achieve, but patience is necessary. So try not to get too frustrated if in May it doesn't happen, especially if you've just started this year even, because that can take a little bit of time for those things to start working, and for if you're doing fertility treatments and things like that, it can take a little while. So try not to be impatient, Taurus. And normally for you guys, you can be the most patient of all of the signs, depending on what else you have in your chart. But generally that Taurian energy is very calm, very stable. So, but I mean, when you want something badly, you get excited too, and you can, of course, not want to wait for it. So that may be a little bit of the vibe that's going on in May. Some of you may be starting a new career or a new job, branching out into some new endeavor. And this could just be a project that you're starting in May. And you may want to just kind of skip to the end. I mean, and you may run into delays, and that may upset you because you do just want to get this finished. Or if you're on a new job, you may just be like, I don't feel like I'm ever going to learn this, and don't. Because if you are starting a new job in May, Taurus, it looks like you're going to have more responsibilities or be in charge maybe of more people than you ever have been before. And, maybe that's appearing a little daunting, but be patient with yourself. And it looks like others will be patient with you as well. And nobody's going to expect you to come in and just know things right away. So, cut yourself some slack there, Taurus. Don't feel like you have to jump in knowing everything, or that you have to get something completed by a certain time. If you do have a deadline, you're going to be able to do this, but make sure you do it right. And Taurus, you normally will. You would rather take your time and do it right than have to do it over. So, so that's going to kind of be the environment around May. But I do see a harvest or this new beginning bearing fruit for you. And a lot of this will be, again, in a financial sense. So money will be coming to you in May. You can make more money if you're looking for a job in May. Those of you who are searching may find something that is quite a substantial increase over what you've been making. Or this may be something creative that you have been wanting to do, that part-time or just in your spare time, that's going to bring in some extra money. Some of you may, if you've had legal stuff going on, if you've had a case pending, could see the end of that and finally the actual financial reward of that if there's a settlement or something coming to you. So good things being offered to you, Taurus, in May. And I also see you having a good time with your friends. Some of you may be planning something quite expensive for your birthday. Or maybe some of your friends are planning something for your birthday, or your friends or family or people close to you, because I do see a celebration and you being in the company of friends, but also spending quite a good deal of money. So, but you deserve it, Taurus, and you're going to have money coming to you. So whatever goes out is going to be coming back in and quickly replaced. So, take that time to celebrate your birthday in May. Do something fun, even if it's just splurging on a nice dinner at maybe a high-end restaurant. Do something for you that, or something that you've been wanting to try that may be a little on the pricey end. You deserve it. But I do feel like you'll have a close friend with you. And this creative project, whatever it is, for those of you who are, and this would go back to this, maybe starting something in your part-time, will be something that you enjoy. And it could be something that you go into partnership with a friend, or something that you get the idea from a friend. So just kind of be open to those new areas of financial reward in May, Taurus, because I do feel like you're going to be getting a lot of those. And help that's going to be available to you in May is going to have to do with family. Maybe family members that before haven't been very supportive or haven't been there for you. Maybe there have been rifts or disagreements or troubles with family members. You're going to be able to repair those. Some of you specifically, this will be with your mom or your mom's side of the family. But, it could be that maybe you are the mediator in a situation and you help people kind of talk things out and get to a place where there is a compromise and an understanding. For those of you leaving or getting out of leaving one job for another, it looks like you will be getting out of a situation where people are just very cliquey. And this happens in most organizations. There will be cliques, but in some it's worse than others because, one group can get a great amount of power with the boss or with those in charge or with management and really just run roughshod over other people. So, if you are leaving or wanting to get out of a situation like that, look in May, because you have those financial stars lit up for you, according to the cards here. So, any strides that you take or risks that you take as far as starting a new beginning financially are going to pay off for you in May, Taurus. So just keep that in mind. And I see that a lot of you may like this job and it's a disappointment to you that the people are this way, or that people have turned on you, or, people have turned on the others who are not kind of maybe kissing up to the boss or whatever, and they're still being shown favor while everyone else is just kind of, being treated badly. So no one should stay in a situation like that, Taurus. You don't deserve it. No one deserves that kind of treatment. That's unprofessional behavior. So you do need to go somewhere where you will be appreciated and treated well for your gifts and paid well for your gifts. So don't be afraid, Taurus. Sometimes you can get into a rut as far as just, I'm so used to this, I don't want to change up my routine. And that may be part of this fear, going back to this kind of tentativeness around taking a big step like that, Taurus, but it is going to be for your benefit. It is going to be for your benefit, and I think you'll see that very quickly. And for those of you who are learning the new job or already on the new job, don't be intimidated. Don't feel like, oh gosh, I'm never going to learn this, or I just think maybe I've made a mistake. You haven't. Give it enough time. Give it enough time. Don't jump to conclusions too early. Like the runes are saying here, just be patient. Just be patient and you'll see. Yes, it's a lot to learn. It is going to take a while, but you will get there. You will get there. What can't be changed about May is that there may be a secret that comes out that someone has been hiding. And this could be someone you haven't heard from in a while and you hear about this, or it could be they tell you directly. But it seems like from here, this needs to come out, and it could be you, Taurus, that's keeping this secret from someone, that there's been kind of a severance or a separation that you haven't been speaking to on a regular basis, and this just kind of comes around. Again, if you've been keeping a secret, keeping something from someone that could repair a relationship, May might be the time that you decide to reveal that or share that, or you know, and it doesn't have to be a huge bad secret, just something that maybe you were keeping to yourself that could repair relationships. So Taurus, if there's anything like that you've been holding back, or if there's someone you like, someone you have a crush on, and you have been afraid to reveal your feelings, if you've been keeping that to yourself, you know, I feel like this will be a gradual thing with you, Taurus. I really don't see any of you kind of laying it all out there, but you'll probably give hints. And, you know, you may start over time giving this person little indications, or flirting, or, you know, if you have friends and you're wanting to turn this into something more romantic, you may be kind of nudging this person that way, or sending more romantic gestures their way, or, you know, winks and looks, and you being a bit more flirty. But I do see for most of you, and it's true to the Taurian nature, just doing a gradual thing, wanting to see how you're received. And I think May is a good month to start that, Taurus, particularly after the middle of the month, as we get into the last 2 weeks of May. That would be a good time to kind of start revealing that. You know, and if this is not a romantic situation, again, maybe you may just hear that of something that someone has been keeping from you, but this allows you to move forward in some way. But again, it will be gradual. It won't be an immediate kind of, you know, if there's been a rift and you guys haven't been speaking, there may not be an instant coming together, but you'll be on the way to a gradual repair of this situation or relationship. As far as towards the end of the month, some of you may be getting advice from someone, or you may be giving advice to someone who just, and this could be going back to this, maybe someone does come to you with a secret and asks your advice on how to proceed. And for some of you, this may be a shocking secret, or it just may take you by surprise. You didn't realize, you know, how, and it's not something you would do. So if this is someone else telling you a secret, you're just like, you know, wow, why would you do that? Or why would you make this choice? Or why would you risk all of this? Because it does seem to be a big risk. This is someone who, I'm getting like a fire energy from this. So this could be a friend or family member with fire sign, or heavy fire energy in their chart, who just leaps and doesn't really think. And you may caution them to delay this decision. They're not going to do that. They are going to go ahead and in true fire energy fashion, just to jump in without thinking things through. The problem is they're going to regret it. And the thing is, Taurus, I mean, you have watched this person do this before and kind of shoot themselves in the foot. And so you're trying to help them, but they're just not, they're not seeing it because they have an outcome already in their mind, and they have their heart set on this outcome. So whatever this is, I feel like you give good counsel, you give good advice, and it's just nobody listens. Now, if it's you that's wanting to reveal a secret, you may seek advice from someone. You know, should I tell this person? Especially if you are, you know, looking to turn something into a romantic situation. You may ask someone, you know, how would you do it? What would you say? You know, and you may, the person may advise you not to do this, but the cards are saying that you should. So Taurus, don't get confused. If you do seek advice, and this is somebody that you would trust, and normally you trust their advice, but for whatever reason, maybe they were in a similar situation and it didn't turn out well, but yours is. So they may give you the advice based on that past experience. Well, you know, this didn't turn out well for me when I did it, but you know, or they'll say you shouldn't do that, you may regret it. Well, you know, nothing ventured, nothing gained. I mean, you do sometimes have to take a risk, Taurus, and I think it's going to pay off. I mean, you have very positive cards as far as starting a new relationship, starting a new partnership, whether business or personal. So again, it's about in May for you, Taurus, partnering up. Some of you may be moving. Those of you who are coupled may be moving into a new home. You know, you may be buying or selling property, dealing with property. But for most of you, it seems like the majority of you, it'll be those of you who are already coupled up and you're both looking to move, get more space, You know, and this is something you very much want to do, both of you. And I see you're being led by spirit in this. So those of you who are looking to make a big change, some of you may be moving quite far from where you are now. You're being led by spirit to the right place, the right home. And you'll know it as soon as you walk in if you're looking in May. Yes, this is the place. This is the place we need to go. Some of you may be taking your relationship to a new level. You may be moving in together for the first time in May. And, you know, this is something that, again, you're very excited about it. And it's actually going to be a very positive change for you, Taurus. So if someone asks you, do you want to move in together? Don't be afraid of that just because it's a change. Yes, it's a big change, but you're going to sail right through it and have a very fun summer this year. But yeah, all summer actually for you, Taurus, for a lot of you may be dealing with property and looking for the right property, buying and selling, that sort of thing. But I see a lot of that going smoothly, again, because you're protected by spirit. That's not always the case with property, but, you know, if it takes some time, if you start looking in May and it's not, you're not finding the place and you're not finding the place, that's okay. I mean, you know, you don't want to just move into something, that you're not going to want to stay for a long time. So you want to make sure you find the right location, the right kind of place. So, you know, wait for the one that you feel, because it's going to be worth it. And I think you'll find it in May. If you've been looking for a long time, take heart, because I do think May will be the time for that, and the time for you to find the right place for you. If you're planning a wedding in May, I feel like it may be mostly, for most of you, a small affair. You may just get married in your home or in your family's home, something like that. You know, some of you, those of you who are single, you may meet someone in May who really suits your ideals, really fits what you've been looking for. I feel like you may meet this person in your day-to-day travels. I mean, you know, just running errands and running around. Some of you may meet somebody going somewhere that you don't want to go or you have to go. So this could be, you know, traveling for job, or, you know, during your commute, you stop and get a coffee, you meet this person at the coffee shop. But again, this is being led by spirit, any sort of partnering up in May for you, Taurus. So that is what I see for May. Happy birthday again. I hope that was helpful, and I'll see you back here in June.